have a big box. Excitement, anxiety, trepidation, joy. It's all kind of mixed in this. So it's inside. I'm going to go ahead and tip this up for you guys. You can see her. She weighs about 7 pounds is what the USPS said. Okay. Okay, guys. So. Oh. Hi everyone, it's Anna from Kitten Cat, and it's just going to be the two of us today. Corey's actually working on a project downstairs. He has the other camera, so we're going to have to kind of switch things up, kind of go back and forth a little bit. I have a big box. So last year about this time, I did an unboxing for this Impldoll. Her sculpt is called Susu, and at that time we kind of talked about her joints and her quality and her posing ability. I did do a face up, and I wanted to go ahead and give you guys kind of an official reveal of the face up I did. I also gave her a manicure on some of her hands, and she's wearing a wig that was actually originally for a LO Wild, so they can share wigs. So if you are also part of the virtual doll convention, the LO wigs that they sell are good quality, and they will fit this scale of the Impldolls. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to switch the camera. I'll give you some close-up views of her face up. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys her face up, and then we're going to open the big box. Okay. She has a set of blue acrylic eyes. I do not remember where I got them from. I'll go ahead and pull her wig back so you can see. And she was my third face up. I probably could have gone a little heavier on the blushing, but being a newbie, I was kind of scared too, so you know how that goes. And I really love her unique expression. I kind of let the doll's features determine the direction that we went, and that's why she's called Ume, because kind of persistence amid bad things, sad things. She's not a sad doll, she's not, but she just kind of has that doe-eyed, slightly melancholy look, and I like her. It's a little different than some of the other dolls in the collection that are super smiley, but I've been really happy with this doll since I've had her, which led to the big box. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to turn off the camera so we can open the big box and see her big sister. So when I got Ume here, it was actually a special pre-order for the company for Impldoll, but I enjoyed that doll so much. I kind of been keeping an eye on them, and I'm not sure exactly when they started showing images of the sculpt, but they started showing a very athletic build. It was called the Star Doll Muscle Female, and they were showing the posing and everything else, and I really didn't think I wanted to add any more big dolls to the collection, but I was really intrigued with the look of this body and how it progressed and how they did it. And then in January they did a pre-order similar to what they did for the sculpt's called Susu, but I renamed her Ume. So if you bought the body, you would get a head, you would get hands, and you would get feet. But I wanted to get the blank doll and talk to Corey, and it's getting kind of close to my birthday, so she's kind of a birthday treat. But I also got a few years back, I won a special head at one of the panels at BJDC, Texas. And it was by the artist Rain Man. And some of you who've been in the BJD world for a while know that he used to be an artist for Impldoll, and he makes very realistic sculpts and things like that. And they were beautiful dolls. Unfortunately, the dolls at BJDC were not in my budget, and I really wanted a complete doll. And given the realism and the sculpting of that head, I kind of got my fingers crossed that this body might work for it. So I ordered a skin tone that I'm hoping will match that head. But if it doesn't, I really love the sculpt that they've included with this doll. So it's a bonus if both heads will work for the same body. If not, I'm happy with the sculpt that was included. So we're going to go ahead and open this. I've kind of tried to get as much in frame as possible because, like I said, it's a big doll. It's been almost a month since she shipped. It was not Impldoll's thing. She just kind of got tagged. The poor thing has sat in several processing centers. I thank you to the customer service representative with the UPS because we did a search for her and she was found right away. And I think it's been less than 3 days since then. I think they were kind of confused as to why she ended up there as well, but she's safe here. So part of this unboxing is also kind of recording to make sure that she's okay inside, because there are some puncture marks and some holes in her box. I have not opened this yet. I just took all the labels that were stuck all over her off and kind of blanked out her tracking number for our private information. So excitement, anxiety, trepidation, joy, it's all kind of mixed in this. So I've got my sharp pointy thing. Oh, and some of this big doll is Ben's fault from Magical Kit Kat, her partner, because he's got several big dolls after I showed him my little doll. So I don't know how many big dolls I'll have. Probably just the one. So. Okay, whew. First worry is over. The holes do not appear to have touched the box inside. I'm going to go ahead and tip this up for you guys to see here. She weighs about 7 pounds is what the USPS said. So I'm going to go ahead and get her out of the shipper. So, whew. Okay. Now, their boxes are slide-throughs like a drawer box. Okay. Doesn't look like she was actually opened. So, yeah, like I said, a big girl. Okay. And I like these boxes. They're a double-walled cardboard, but with the printing and everything, if I need to, they can be recycled boxes. Okay. We've got a ribbon band down here, which I believe just kind of wraps around the foam on top and inside. So, now, since I just have the one camera, I do have my overhead rig here. You can see the light. And what we'll do is we'll kind of take her out. We'll bring the things out of the box, make sure they're okay. And then we will do the top down and I'll show you more close-up stuff. So, okay, so that's glued down there. It's not Velcro. Okay, Impldoll. And I will put the links down below because since her pre-order period is over, she is available if you wanted to go online and get her. Okay. And here is her certificate. The first one had yarn in it, so now we have the official ribbon. That's cool. And I will show this on the close-up, but basically you get two pieces. We have a debossed card. On the back it has the month and year she was made and her name, Moira, which is the head sculpt, and then the female body muscle that lets you know that that's the body you have. So I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to open the little compartments first. Yeah, I'm dragging it out a little bit for you and for me. So in here, we've got a malahine sponge. We've got a hook. This is awesome because to change out the hands and feet on them, you kind of need to pull with some force. So, and some wire. Okay. And I've got one up here. Okay, so this is going to be our first set of extra hands. And they do a really nice job of modeling these hands. When I show these on the over, I'll take them out of the package. She actually has nails. And they're all defined. She's got the wrinkles. You could probably read her palm if you knew how to read palms because she has marks. And, oh, we did get the ballet feet this time around too. And I like these with the longer, slimmer doll. They're a little longer, elongated compared to Ume here. And I love the sculpting. You can see the little wrinkles on the bottom of the feet. Wow. Yay. And I like the color too. I like this. I got the pink skin tone. Okay, and here are her heel feet. They're not overly exaggerated. I mean, you know, it's a good size heel for the foot, but it's not like my Pasha that has like the serious, you know, 170 centimeter heel type foot. So, yay. Okay. Okay, guys. So. Oh. She's big girl, see? This is her foamy. Okay. Now, I did not get the face up. There's no wig, and I am going to have to get eyes for her. She didn't come with eyes. If you do the face up, they usually send you a random set of eyes. Okay, guys. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh my gosh. She just came out of there like the mummy Boris Karloff. Oh, wow. Oh my guys. So she does have that mobility joint in the thigh. And this actually can come out with locks. So, yeah. We've got peanut legs with the 2 locks. So, if she's sitting down, yeah, look at that. Okay. And you can feel the locks. I don't know if you guys can hear them. Her feet inside the ankles. She's got a chest joint. Oh gosh. So we do have, and they just kind of lock. I can see one right here. Let's see. Can she lean forward like Susu? Okay, we can lean back. She's very tight. Yes, she does have a lock back here, so she can lean forward too. And then we have our arms. Full T. Sorry for the doll nudity, guys. And we have the double elbow. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. So, oh. And these are absolutely beautiful hands. And each one's slightly different. I really like that. Again, this one's a more straight hand. This one's a little more curved. Very nice neutral poses on those hands. Her head, all the way down. She can look up. I noticed with her, they don't quite look up as much as they can down. She can do the head tilt. So she's got some beautiful ears. Okay, I'm gonna put her in here because you guys are wanting to see this stuff up close. But I am very happy. She's got some fantastic abs. This girl may have to wear a lot of leisure wear that shows those abs off. And the arms, it's the sculpting. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna move the camera over here, and then you can hear me gush and show you what she looks like up close. Yes. Thank you guys. I'm gonna try to be as smooth as possible so the camera doesn't shake or bounce around. But while I was unpackaging, I kind of wanted to grab some things so that you guys can kind of compare. So when I bought Susu, I got the peach, real skin color, and I did do her toes, her pedicure, but this is the skin tone. It's a little bit more yellow. You can see the pink definitely when I hold it next to her. Go ahead and show you guys the two let's grab the two ballet feet. Okay. So you can kind of see the difference. This pink, it reminds me very much of like a slightly lighter cinnamon color from Smart Doll. And the real skin kind of reminds me of my Minifee. And I actually grabbed my Minifee Cirsa, her foot, so you can kind of compare. So the real skin is very, very similar to the Minifee's peach gold, I think was the color. So that's what we've got going there. But so you guys can kind of see what color to kind of expect. But I wanted to show you guys. Look, I want to kind of turn so you guys can see some of the shadowing. Her little toes. These are the ballet feet, which they are really good for barefoot poses, or if you like to take photography with your dolls in boudoir, I guess is the term for that type of photography. But her little toenails. So those are her ballet feet. These are her heeled feet. I get too close. So, and it's not a huge step. I mean, you could get a pretty good heel in that. But it's not so exaggerated that if you put a lower shoe, it wouldn't look weird. But, oh my gosh, guys, look at this. Look at her little toes. Look at the little lines. So, and I noticed that they really save the details for the spots that it's going to be seen. So this foot is a lot smoother because it's meant to go in a shoe than this foot that is meant to be seen. So they put the detail where it counts. So those were her heeled feet. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the extra hands. See if I can get close enough if the camera will. Look at those nails in the nail beds, the knuckles. And see what I meant about her palm? Oh, they're beautiful. So that's one hand. That's her left hand for the extra hand. And then this is her right hand for the extra hand. And they're similar. They're close. But there are some differences. So, not as much as these is on her default. So I'm going to lift her up so you guys can see her default hands and her sculpt. Oh gosh, she's a heavy girl, guys. So this is her right hand. And just like Susu, it's kind of cupped. So I found I can actually get things to kind of balance in that hand. Sometimes I use a little piece of putty in here where it can't be seen. And then this is her other hand. Kind of compared to the extra set of hands. Very, very, very similar. Very similar. I'm going to say that this is the same pose. But that's okay, because I suddenly realized if the hands are the same, then that means she can have a French manicure, and then she could also have something that's a little bit more dramatic to change out. I'm going to bring her over so you can see her default feet. Again, we've got a lot of nice molding, especially on those toenails for a pedicure. The part that's not going to be seen is flat for stability. I'm going to show you guys her knee, because look at that sculpting. Look at that. I can feel that line. So when her legs are straight, it does look really good. And so, and then this is her sculpt. I like her full lips. I think depending on what skin tone you got, you could make this a doll, a black doll, or with her lids, you could make her more Asian. Look at that nose. I love that nose. It's not a little button nose. And those ears are carved and sculpted really well. Yeah, she's going to be a pleasure to do the face up for. And we've got one more thing to do. And that is, let's check to see if we've got a match. Like I said, if I don't have a match, that's okay. This is the bag it came in. I think we might have a match, guys. It's close. It's close. It's very close. You can see. It's a very close match. Closer than the minifee. You can definitely see that's not a match. Nor is it with the peach skin. The peach skin's just got too much of a yellow undertone. But I think with some blushing and some makeup and with some body blushing, I think I can get both of these heads to work for the same body. They're pretty proportional. It's just this one has a little bit more delicate sculpting, if you can see. So, and she does have the sleepy gaze. So I am happy. I am so happy. Yay! So again, like I said, I've got to get her wigs. I've got to get her eyes. I might have some that will work. And then I just got to wait for some dry days. It's warming up here, but it's very humid. So no face up for now, but I will be taking my paper and doing my program. So, okay guys, so we've got her unboxed. She is a beautiful doll with a lot of sculpted detail. So I'm really looking forward to giving her my best face up that I can do. I definitely want to go with something that's a realistic, not an anime face up. Usually one of my first things to do is to take measurements of the doll so I can make her a sloper so she can have some wardrobe items. I believe she is a 62 or 63 centimeter doll. I wanted to go ahead and show you guys kind of height by height. So we're going to kind of move as much as we can. And I am going to grab, well, it's your turn, kid. So smart dolls are 60 centimeters. So yeah, I put her in shoes. She's about 3 centimeters taller. If you can see, her shoulders are wider. Her booty's wider. Everything's kind of wider. Her legs are longer. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun doing some realistic fashions. And like I said, ultimately she is to be a photography model for me. But yeah, she's gorgeous, guys. She's a really good poser, just like Ume here. I am happy. The pre-order, the body for this size was about $300 at the time I ordered. We got in underneath any new taxes or tariffs. They charged me about $50 for shipping via EMS, so that normally takes about 3-4 weeks. But you can see it move a little faster once it hits the States. So that was a pretty good deal for a doll this size, I think. Like I said, I'm really happy with her. Look, I haven't tried to change her center of gravity, but yeah, that's pretty good. My newest smart doll doesn't like to stand without a stand, so there we go. So, yeah, I look forward to sharing her with you guys in photography and more. I'm gonna say goodbye for now so I can kind of show Corey, because he hasn't seen her other than a few black and white images on the internet. And see you guys next time. Bye.